This is a review for hiryuj. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Who's taking white in this game? And really, the story of this game is you are very timid. So black takes the first move at the center, and it's playable, but it's really not the most optimal way to play. So really, when black plays this move, it should immediately boost your confidence, and you will have an easier time if you play a normal game here. So you take a corner, good, and black attaches immediately. So you do the right thing, you play a strong move and respond to the attachment, very good. And now black plays this honey, which really just opens up this cut. So this is really not a good way to play for black, just leaving this cut here, because now you will capture either the A stone or the B stone. That's what's going to happen. If you aren't sure about the cut, then just continue normally, right? Because it started out as one white stone and black played, so you play another stone, so you are still at the advantage here. And when black adds another move, then you add another move, and then it's 3 stones against 2 stones, and white started out in the corner, so you are going to be fine. But if you just play away, like in the game, then suddenly black can play here, and now your white stones, you started out in the corner, and suddenly you are at a disadvantage here. So yeah, really just continue playing until your stones are in a good position. Because, for example, here, the normal continuation for this would be playing here, and really black should either connect or extend. So if black extends, you can push once more and push once more, push from this direction, and now you can take a corner. So black can take a corner, you take a corner, and this is perfectly fine for white. This is you can feel good about this. You probably know that you are supposed to play first in the corners, then on the sides, and then in the center. The simple reason for that is it takes a lot more stones to make points in the center than it takes in the corner or on the sides. Corners are the most efficient, you need the least amount of stones. So black's strategy here doesn't really net him any points yet. Maybe we can say this stuff is probably going to be black points, maybe. But it's still so wide open, and you can make a lot more points more quickly than black with this strategy. So yeah. So then this happens, and I guess you just didn't know how to respond to this, and it happens in every corner. Okay. Now you know what you have to do. Just keep playing until your group is in a good position, and you can play away. Alright, this is the correct continuation. And now, right, you played this turn here, and you can see this black stone now only has 2 liberties left. The same idea over here. You really want to push once more, because black's turn is just so powerful. Now with the next move, black could capture your 1 stone here, and that's why usually you want to extend at least once. You will see that in a lot of situations. You will encounter that a lot in your games. Oftentimes the best move for the shape is to just extend once more, so like black did here in the response to your turn, so you preserve the strength of your stones. Yeah, very important. Yeah, and right now you should really push, but okay. And this cut also fine, as I said, in this first corner. This is perfectly okay. Good to do. Extend, fine. and jump, okay. Really could get more strength here and then jump up, but what you did is okay. But right now, you see there are two weaknesses for black. Black has this group that needs to get out of here, and black has this cutting point. So if you just create a strong shape like this, then you will capture either B, or if black decides to save these stones, then you can just cut and you will either capture these stones or this stone. So either way, you're going to be fine. Yeah. And right here, again, black defended one group, so you can attack the other. You can. These are your points now. Black is dead over here. So this is really a very timid response, allowing black to just escape here. Black started from a bad position, and now black can be okay. Even still, this is pretty not a good idea. I think this is not wide enough for black, and you should continue attacking this. Should be very good for white here. Yeah, okay. Okay, but you're worried about your stones and you try to save them. Okay, that's what happened. And here, your response was just making sure this can't be cut, but you can make sure this can't be cut in center. Black has to defend, and then you play here, and black has to extend, otherwise you get double honey, and that would be a disaster for black. So black should extend, and you can capture the stone. You can see here there's no way to get out. Yeah, you're fine now in the center. And black's whole strategy of getting you mixed up in a crazy fight in the center just failed. So it would be pretty much game over. Where are we? Oh, wait. Right. So, yeah. Right here, black is trying to push through your shape, right? This is a knight connection here, and black's pushing through, and the only response here is to prevent that. It's the same situation if you had, let's say you have a small knight here, yeah, and then black plays, and you decide to play elsewhere, I don't know, somewhere else, and black pushing through. So sort of broken knight shape, you never want that to happen. Unless there's a really, really good reason to play elsewhere, this shouldn't happen, okay? Broken shapes, you absolutely need to avoid them. Same idea with like 1 point jump, and probe comes, you don't play away and let the opponent push through. You just connect and make a solid shape. So yeah, so this was really timid, and this move is also just not ambitious enough. You can really attack this group. What is this going to do? Black is surrounded here, it's really in trouble. All black can do is lean on your corner to maybe live here, but yeah, it's not very pleasant for black, for sure. So black escapes, and yeah, I mean, this is still here. You still need to play this move. This is really important. And here, this is also another overplay by black. You can just capture the stone. Then there's nowhere to go for the stone, and it's just captured. Yeah. Instead, what you play is an empty triangle, and actually you have yet now two empty triangles next to each other. And you probably have heard about the empty triangle, this really bad shape, very inefficient use of your stones. Right, you only have one move at a time, so if you make inefficient shapes, that's just, yeah, you want to avoid that. And yeah, so this is really just a symptom of what's going wrong in this game. Very inefficient use of your stones. So, okay, this happens, and you can push once more here. Black should defend. If you're really worried, because as you can see, there is this cut, and black immediately used it. So one way to avoid that is to get a move in center, because if you play here, then black has to defend, and now your problem is already fixed. Now you can push again and surround black, and now black has to think about how they're going to live here over here. Probably not too difficult, because your corner is in serious trouble, but there's still a cut over here. You can push through here. So really, now you could just cut here, and you will either capture, well, maybe not that, either capture this or do serious damage by pushing through here and threatening the B-stones. Either way, you're going to get some decent result out of this. So yeah, this is not a clear purpose to this, because this move doesn't reduce the liberties, right? Now these stones still have the 5 liberties, so you're not really threatening them. And this black group can still slide under here. So you need to be decisive about this kind of thing. Either you're going to push here, right? And if black defends, then you get the honey at the head of 3 stones, so very good. Or black defends and you get this around. Be more forceful, really. This M16 is just a very timid move. Also, this cut still leaves a weakness behind over here. It's probably not going to work right now, but it's definitely a weakness that black is leaving behind over here. So yeah, and this also, yeah, this is very solid. Okay, it works and shows the connection, but keep in mind these black stones only have these 4 liberties. So if you take one away, that's effective against them. Really should push through, as I said, but if you're just talking about the connection to the L12 stone, then play here. Black should really play here, and you can even continue wrecking black's shape in the center. Yeah, because like this, black just keeps pushing you around, and black should definitely do something about the shape, because yeah, play here definitely. This is a bit weird, but yeah, it is threatening your corner in a way. And what you do here with the cut is you're taking away the strength that these stones need and giving it to this fight over here. Because that's exactly what's happened in the game, right? Black played here and you extend it, and now the stones that are left over here, they are in trouble. What are they going to do? So really the help was needed over here in some manner. Probably just try to get something out of this RG. Trouble is you didn't really reduce the liberty of these stones, so it's hard to make use of this. But yeah, this move definitely takes immediately away from this, and after this happens, black makes big profit. And you're still in trouble, somewhat in trouble in the center. Not really, but yeah, your stones aren't feeling comfortable. Over here, you should really extend again, because your stones are still fine. You still have this cut. You still have room to get out over here. So if this happens and black should play here, and you could even extend again because you have that, and if now black connects over here, you still have the option to get out. You know, threaten the connection to this, black has to prevent it, and you jump out, and you're still running in the center. There's room in 3 directions. You're going to be okay over here. Yeah, because you don't want this honey to happen, right? And same idea when you do it like this. Now you play away, you also don't want this honey, because it's also very painful. So yeah, this happens, and this is a kick, and I'm certain you know that shape. If you have when you have this kind of stone and white plus here, black kicks, then you're going to extend the stone, right? Because you know that if you play elsewhere, this will happen. So in a kick, you will always expect black to extend in this direction. That will happen most of the time because it's the normal shape move. And it's really just wrecking your own shape here. Now you're making another empty triangle. In fact, 2 empty triangles. So yeah. The better alternative is to just jump. Or use the weaknesses of black. So the peep happens, okay. And black actually plays away. Doesn't continue his crazy attack just yet. And this is your chance to play, right? You do it. And black turns. And now it's the same idea as over here. When black turns here, then this stone only has the 2 liberties left, so opens yourself up to an Atari. And yeah, not happy times for you. And same thing here, just push through here. This is, black is overplaying like crazy. There's still this cut over here. If black goes here, then you just push through here, and this is a disaster. You're going to completely wreck black. This is very slow, very timid. You have room here. You don't have to worry about some cut. Just even if you're really scared, you can press against this stone once and press against this, and you should be completely fine. There's no reason to be afraid. There's lots of room here. Black has weaknesses all over the place. Let's do it like this, right? Weaknesses everywhere. Don't be afraid. Yeah, this is just blatant overplay. This. Okay, and now you actually resigned, but as I said, there's no reason for it, because there's this really big one you can do. There's this weakness you can try to use if you're really desperate. You don't see anything else, but at least there's this weakness. You can try to use this RG. I don't think it works really, but you can try it, and it might work against your opponents for sure. You can take this stone more or less. If black tries to do something like that, then what's happening here? I think you just made a lot of points on the side. Or even more simple, you can just connect this, and now you can, if black, let's say black protects that, then you can go towards the side and try to find some ice over here. You can threaten this stone with the coal and further wreck black's potential territory over here. So there's no reason to resign at all. Really, the big story about this game is you let yourself be intimidated, and next time when you feel scared, just don't only look at your own weaknesses, but also try to see what your opponent has for weaknesses, because black has a lot of them in this game, and you can just take advantage of them, and this totally could have been your game. Right, hope that helps.